Well, continue with this conversation. I am here in Barstow. I arrived here about 4:30, so I'm gonna sleep here. Probably start driving about 7:30 in the morning. I have to be at Pico Rivera at 10 a.m. is my appointment. So we were talking about knowing our value in this industry, knowing our place, our worth in this industry, right? If we respect ourselves, other people are going to respect us. If we put a value in what we do, other people are going to value us. That's my philosophy. So whatever we want to do in life, if we want to make positive changes and we want to make an impact, and could be in this industry, could be in your family's lives and your children, and you have to start within yourself. That's what I believe. Whatever change you are going to reflect, that change has to start with you, within you. So let's talk about brokers. In my specific case, because the way I run my business, I need brokers. That's the truth. I need a broker's service, because to me it's much easier to find loads on the load board and contact the brokers, or the brokers contact me and make a deal for one load, just for the short period of time, because I don't want to sign any long contract, basically sign my freedom away. I don't want to do that. That's the way I do business. Right? I take advantage of capitalism, right? Supply and demand. That's the reason I embrace capitalism. I'm not against it. I'm just against those greedy people. You know what I mean? Those people who make their money exploiting others, cheating, lying, deceiving. You know what I mean? I'm against that kind of people. And so anyways, so now that in my case, having brokers in this business is convenient for me as well, and it's convenient for brokers to have people like me in this industry. Other people think brokers shouldn't be part of this business because you can easily go and get a load from a shipper. It is true. It is very true that we can go and get loads from the shipper. However, you have to sign a contract. You have to compromise that you're gonna be taking that load. Could be every once a week, twice a week. So it's very convenient for me to deal with brokers in that sense. At the same time, I deal with brokers who are liars and deceivers, cheaters. I dealt with few of them. Brokers who didn't want to pay me layover or detention time, or if they pay, their rate, whatever they want to pay. So I don't deal with that kind of people either. One thing that's very, very, it really pissed me off, it really bothers me, is the lamper fee. I don't know why we let this happen to us. I don't know how long this has been going on. You have to pay, right? And sometimes you contact the broker and they never answer the phone. And that becomes a problem when you have to leave and they are asking you for a payment and the broker doesn't answer the phone, right? And I think will be a good idea that we should always ask if they have a direct lumper payment type of thing with those receivers. If they say no, we shouldn't do those loans. Seriously. But they want us to pay for it. They want us to use our credit card. So imagine if you don't have the money, if you don't have the credit card to cover up, and the broker is not answering the phone. That's very, very inconvenient for us owner operators. But it is very convenient for them to use our money to pay for their business. Isn't that funny? You know what I mean? And on top of it, when you pay, let's say I pay $1,000, right? And now I had to submit all those receipts, and that goes to my factoring as well. My factory charged me, I think it's 2.75. My factory is going to deduct 2.75 from my $1,000. Now the other part is that if, let's say you contact the broker and the broker answers the phone and you ask for a com check, right? For express code. Some brokers, they will charge you $10 or $15 per check. How in the hell, first of all, you have to line up to make this payment. You have to wait, and you have to go inside. So you have to get out of your truck so you can go and make a payment. Look for the ATM or scramble to get the money so you can make a payment for them. And they charge you for it. They charge you $10 or $15 per express code. You know how many times I refuse to do those loads when I ask brokers? Sometimes I remember, so I ask them, and they say, oh yeah, we charge you. Okay, it's better if you pay with your credit card or you pay with your own money, and then we will reimburse you. And I go, are you gotta be fucking kidding me? So I am paying your whatever transaction is going on between you and lamper or you and receiver. I am paying it. I am doing all this paperwork for you, and you're going to charge me $10 every time you provide me a express code? You got to be fucking kidding me. And they say, well, that's EFS. We don't charge you as EFS. And I go, dude, that's your business. This is EFS is doing a business with you, not with me. And plus, it's your job. It's part of your job to pay those lampers. So why do I have to pay? And now you are going to give me an express code and you're going to charge me $10 or $15 for it? You know what? I'm not going to do your load. And several times I refused to do loads because of that. And several times when I talked to those brokers, they said, you know what, I'll make sure I'm not going to charge you for it. You know what I mean? Sometimes I forget. In good conscience, we should start refusing loads from brokers who don't have direct payment to those lampers. Seriously, guys, we have to change this, the way they do business, because we are the one getting a screw in this deal. We are the one that are getting taken advantage. You know what I mean? So we have to start changing this business, changing the brokers' mentality. They think we are dumb, we are stupid, that we are going to invest our money in their business. You know what I mean? So I think that's the reason they have no respect, you know? And plus, the other thing is about layover. You guys agreed to receive $30, $35 for detention time? I mean, we should give only 2 hours. You know what I mean? 2 hours, that's enough time for any receiver or any shipper to load or unload our trucks. 2 hours max. So I don't understand how those lampers, they do business. They charge so much money to count those boxes, to unload and count those boxes, right? Whatever you have in your truck. Obviously, they want to make sure the merchandise is there, you know, the product is complete, right? That's their job. But why we have to pay for it? Why we have to stand reefer on, depending, you know, if you have more merchandise or more product in your truck and your reefer, you have to keep your reefer on and with your door open. Usually they take like 2 hours, right? Just to unload. They're gonna take all day to unload. You know, there is no consequences for those guys doing what they're doing. That's the reason they continue doing it. That's the reason. And you know why? Because we never do shit about it. We never do anything about it. That's the reason. So what about if we start refusing brokers who do not have direct pay or direct payment with lampers? Very simple. Second of all, you know, before you get your rate confirmations, hey, you know, my company charged after 2 hours. I'll give you 2 hours to unload or load my truck. 2 hours. So you can move on, close your door and leave. I mean, if they say, no, it's gonna take more, that's fine. I'll wait. But you have to pay me for it. And you know, at least you have to pay me $100 an hour. Imagine if we put that pressure. Imagine if all of us refuse to receive $30 or $35 or $25, depending how much those guys they want to pay you. You know, there is only few companies or brokers that they pay like $50 an hour. But still, you know, you have your reefer on, your tractor on. It is about $200,000 machine, and you are renting it for $30 an hour? Just $30 an hour? I mean, do you think that's fair when you have a $200,000 machine or equipment? Okay, that's not fair. Why we let this happen to us? We should stop this kind of crap. We should put a stop to this kind of shit. You know what I mean? Now, if there is a layover, what a convenience for those people to put their limit. We cannot pay more than $250. Detention, we are not going to pay more than $200. So let's say if you are 8 hours all day, right? Let's say they are not going to pay more than $200. Why is that? Why they put price in our equipment? Why they put the price in our labor? You know what I mean? Why they put price in everything that we own? Because we let them do that. You know, most of us, we put our head down and just keep with the flow, you know. And little by little, it's more and more and more abuse, mistreatment, advantage. But we let it happen. So, you know, we shouldn't be paying, or we shouldn't be hauling loads when drivers don't have a direct payment to their lampers, right? We should not ever accept under $100 per hour after 2 hours. That's one thing that we have to enforce it. No politician is gonna do it. He's not gonna do that. It's up to us. You know, after 2 hours, you should be getting paid for as many hours as you are there. Okay? For as many hours as you are there. If we do that, those warehouses are going to change their policies. You know what I mean? Those warehouses are going to change how they do business. Because now it's affecting them, to their pocket, to their economy. Or the reason why they don't change their way of doing business is because we are putting up with this BS. There is no consequences for them. You know what I mean? They don't pay. We don't ask for it. So why they should? They have no reason. There is no motivation. There is no incentive for them to pay us. You know, they can easily say, oh, you're here, you know what, we are not going to unload you today, come back tomorrow. And they kick you out. And you go, dude, my appointment is today. Sorry, but we are behind. Okay? Sorry. Come back tomorrow, man. Or they say, just wait. 2 hours goes by. 5 hours goes by. 10 hours. And you end up sleeping there till the next day. For how much? $250. With your referral, minus 10, sometimes it's ice cream, minus 20. You know how much is your reefer working? You know how hard your reefer is working? I'm talking about reefer, okay? You guys can add your other type of equipment if you want to. So we have to change that. But the change has to come within ourselves. You know, but we have to talk more about those things. We have to put it out there. We have to, you know, write comments on those warehouses, how the lamper work, so everybody can start reading that information. I think that's important. If we want to change this industry, we have to start changing it. We have to start changing our mentality. You know what I mean? We have to start educating ourselves about this industry. We have to start getting to know our value. You know, we have to start getting to know our place in this industry. You know, we must know that we are essential in this industry, and we should get paid accordingly. There is no reason, there is no justification we can continue on this path. This is destruction for all of us. Drivers getting not even 50 cents per mile. Are you freaking kidding me? And then those lease drivers and lease purchase drivers running for $1.50, 99 cents. I heard those things. $1.80, $2, $2.50. Are you gotta be kidding me? I mean, so those are the little changes that we have to start pushing, guys. Those are the little changes. Little by little, we can change this industry. So, all right, I'm kind of tired. I really want to sleep. Last night I didn't sleep. I was awake until like probably 1:30 in the morning, and I had to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning. So I'm tired. Okay, guys, if something come up in my brain, I'll turn off the camera again and start talking about it.